Welcome to Carinya's Under 5 Adventure Morning. We are so glad you can join us. I love my days at Carinya's Lily-Pilly Cottage. Look, the car is about to stop. One of our Lily-Pilly friends are getting out of her car. She is going to walk into Lily-Pilly Cottage with her mum. Now she's getting her temperature checked. A teacher is taking her inside and they're unpacking.
Mrs. Dye and I'm Mrs. Turnbull. Welcome to Carinya's Adventure Morning for the Under 5s. This is the second time that we've been able to run it like this, so that wherever you are at home, you can join in with us. We're so pleased that you're able to join us. Today, we're going to be looking at transport. We have lots of wonderful adventures planned for today. But first, let's start with our song. Everybody stand up on your feet. Have you got your clapping hands ready? All right. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet, turn around, reach up high and then down low. It's good to see you. Hello. It's good to see you. Hello. Clap your hands, everyone together. Stamp your feet, turn around. Reach up high and then down low. It's good to see you. Hello. It's good to see you. Hello. Hello, everybody.
After we unpack our bags, we always go down to Kinder Gym. Everyone is flying to Kinder Gym today. Before we go into Kinder Gym, we take off our shoes. We do lots of exercises to help our brain and body grow.
Hello, I'm Charlotte Fraser. I am in 5 Red at Carinya Christian School and my dad flies the Westpac rescue helicopter.
Hi, I'm John.
And my name's Tamara, and we work for the Westpac Rescue Helicopter Service.
I'm a pilot for the service here at Tamworth, and we conduct missions all over northern New South Wales, helping people in need.
We fly to sick people when there's been an emergency, and we fly to hospitals to take patients from the hospital, maybe to a bigger hospital if they need a bit more help. It's all about keeping people safe and making sure they get the medical help that they need.
That's right, Tamara. And remember everyone, in an emergency, call 000.
That number is so very important to remember in case anything ever happens to you or any of your loved ones. Thanks to the community donating funds to us, that means we're available to help them. Without the community's support, we might not have a helicopter service. So it's really special that mums and dads and aunties and uncles, grandparents and friends are able to support the helicopter service when they can.
That's right, Tamara, and we really appreciate all the help and support we get from the community and people like you.
We sure do. Come and have a look at our helicopter. We'll take you for a bit of a walk around so you can see it all.
Everyone, this is the rear cabin of the helicopter. This is where our doctor and paramedics sit and where our patient goes on the stretcher. Now, we also have the ability to carry 2 patients or a mum or dad if we have a child on board as our patient. Okay, this is the cockpit or the front cabin, which is where the flight crew sit when we fly the aircraft. Okay, we have 4 controls that the pilot uses. We have one here, and one here in our right and left hands. We also have pedals down in our feet that we use to control the helicopter as well. Up here, the screens in front of me show we use to control the helicopter, particularly in bad weather, and monitor how our progress is going. We also have a display for keeping an eye on the different systems to make sure nothing goes wrong with the helicopter. We have the same over the other side, as well as some maps that we use for navigating. And then this big panel in between the pilot and the crewman is used for controlling some of the systems and lights and navigation features that we use while we're flying the helicopter. All right, the last thing for us to show you on the helicopter is the winch. Now, the winch is what we use when people are stuck out in the bush or in a inaccessible area and we can't get to them on the ground. The winch is basically a cable that we put our doctor and paramedic on, and they go down to the ground while the helicopter's still flying, and we put them into bushland to help injured people. We also use the winch to get people out of the bush when they can't get a road ambulance to them. All right, everyone, that's the Westpac Rescue Helicopter at Tamworth.
Thank you so much for visiting us here today. And remember, if you ever see the helicopter flying overhead, make sure you give it a big wave. I promise you the pilot can see, and he's definitely waving back.
And we look forward to being able to have you at the base again soon. Bye.
Ta-da!
Another thing we love to do is to play. These children are driving trains on a track. Now they're pushing the train up the hill. Oh look, that train is carrying a tree. These girls and boys are riding the trains at Tamworth Miniature Railway. How many children do we see on this train? as ours. Over the bridge they go. The tunnel makes everything dark. I'm painting a bus. It is purple.
Wow. And where's the big door where you get on the bus?
Can you see the wheels? We got to travel on a bus.
Oh, I love that.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all the way to Carinya. The children on the bus are safe and sound, safe and sound, safe and sound. The children on the bus are safe and sound, all the way to Carinya.
That bus is up on the hoist. There are so many buses at Tamworth Buslines.
We've just been for a ride on a bus and that was really fun. Now we're going to look at a different kind of transport in our story. This book is called Who Sank the Boat? And it's written and illustrated by Pamela Allen and published by Puffin Books Australia. We're going to watch some big kids act out this story and find out who sank the boat. Beside the sea, on Mr. Peffer's place, there lived a cow, a donkey, a sheep, a pig, and a tiny little mouse. They were good friends, and one warm sunny morning, for no particular reason, they decided to go for a row in the bay. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the cow who almost fell in when she tilted the boat and made such a din? No, it wasn't the cow who almost fell in. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the donkey
who balanced her weight, who yelled, "I'll get in at the bow before it's too late." No, it wasn't the donkey who balanced her weight. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the sheep who knew where to sit to level the boat so that she could knit? No, it wasn't the sheep who knew where to sit. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the pig, as fat as butter, who stepped in at the side and caused a great flutter? No, it wasn't the pig, as fat as butter. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the little mouse, the last to get in, who was lightest of all? Could it be him? You do know who sank the boat.
Okay, well today we're going to make a boat. We've been reading the book Who Sank the Boat, and we're going to make a boat and see if we can get some animals in our boat and see if we can sink it. So we've got all of these wonderful materials here. Who can name some of the materials we've got here?
Some, I don't know.
We've got some pipe cleaners.
My grandma knitted mask of those.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? And we've got some stickers and some straws and some...
No, that's actually called sticky dots.
Sticky dots. We've got sticky dots. Thank you for correcting me. It's very important. And then we've got some straws. And what are these called then?
Paddle pop.
Paddle pop sticks. We've got some paddle pop sticks and some lovely Play-Doh. So you've each got a plastic container and you can use any of these to make your boat. What do you think you're going to use?
I think I'm going to use one of the straws.
Yeah. What do you think you're going to use?
I think I'm going to use one of that.
Ah, fantastic.
That make a straw hat.
Fantastic. Well, you can begin. Let's put our boats in the water. Opposite, Daisy. Let's put our boats in the water and see what happens. And then grab some animals. Oh, sweetheart, do you want to come around and stand over there, my sweetheart? That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Sinking it all.
Oh, his isn't sinking. Put some animals in there and see what happens.
Oh, that's sinking.
Oh, that hasn't.
So that doesn't sink.
It hasn't sunk yet, has it?
Still in there.
Can you go and grab the big horse? I'm going to put the big horse in mine and see. Put it in mine and see what happens. Oh, he has to lie down. Can he stand up? Oh dear, my boat sunk. Who sunk my boat?
I did.
The horse did. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if we can put more in this one and see what happens. Let's put some even more animals in here. What about this one? Let's try putting this one in here. Oh, what happened to the... Oh dear, somebody lost... Oh dear. That boat didn't last very long at all, did it?
So we have been to see a bus, we've been on a train, we've seen a helicopter, so many big lots of transport. A train is big, a bus is big, a helicopter is big. But do you know what is even bigger?
Ship.
Even bigger than a ship. What's even bigger than the whole world? That's right. Jesus is bigger than the whole world because he made the whole world. So we're going to sing a song about how God is so big. Will you help me sing it? Will you help me sing it?
Yeah.
Ready? My God is so big,
so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. The mountains are His, the valleys are His, the stars are His handiwork too. Let me hear you. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. Let's sing it again. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. That's true. The mountains are His, the valleys are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. That's true.
Well, buddy, how good was that? Learning about all of those wonderful things, hey? Transport and everything. Planes and cars, so exciting. Boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had a great time learning about all of these wonderful things. But you know what? There's something even more wonderful than cars, something even more wonderful than planes, and that is our great God that we just sang about. And we know that God is big and God is strong, and He is in control of every single thing, not just in our earth, but in our universe. Colossians 1 verse 16 says, "For through Him, through Jesus, all things were made." Not just things on this earth, but things in heaven as well. And there are neither thrones nor rulers. Yep, that's right, not kings, not queens, not prime ministers, not presidents, that aren't controlled by our ever-living God. And we know that through Him, through Jesus, all things were made for His glory. Well, I hope you enjoyed today, and we hope to see you again later in the year at our next exciting adventure morning. Bye everybody. Bye-bye.